You will need a large skillet for this, and we are going to brown 1 pound of ground beef or ground turkey. I'm using ground turkey because I'm allergic to beef, as a lot of you know. And once you've got that ground beef or ground turkey separated, go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. We're just going to season that meat while it's browning. Then once you've got it scrambled and it's brown, go ahead and drain all the fat off of it, which I did, and then we are going to add 1.5 cups of elbow macaroni, and I'm using this whole grain elbow macaroni. And just a little FYI, the whole grain elbow macaroni is healthier for you because it's still got the protein and the fiber in it, and that is much better on your blood sugar. Just a healthier choice there. We are going to add 2 cups of water. Make sure your stovetop eye or your burner is cut down to low. And then we're going to put a lid on this and let this elbow macaroni cook for about 5 minutes. You don't want to cook it until it's fully done, just halfway. Because once we add the other ingredients, we're going to cook this some more. So you don't want it to turn to mush. After 5 minutes, give this a good stir. At this point, you'll want to check your macaroni to make sure it's halfway cooked. And then we are going to add some diced tomatoes with green chilies. Then add another teaspoon of chili powder. If you have a packet of chili seasoning mix, I find that works best in this. But I didn't have that, so you can just use regular chili powder. Add 2 cans of chili beans. Add another teaspoon of chili powder. That is a total of 3 teaspoons of chili powder. And honestly, I could have got away with adding 4 teaspoons of chili powder. If you don't have a packet of chili seasoning mix, then you can just guess at this and add chili powder, just like I did. Now we're going to add some salt and pepper to taste. Give this a good mix, and at this point you might want to taste it just to make sure you've got enough chili powder, and I felt like I did at this point. Now go ahead and cut your stovetop eye or your burner down to simmer, and we are going to add some cheddar cheese to this. I just used a block of cheddar cheese. I used half the block, which would be about 4 ounces. You could put that whole block in there if you wanted to. And if I were going to serve this to guests in my home, I would have added the whole thing because the cheesier the better. But it's just my husband and I, so I felt like 4 ounces was enough. Now let's give this a good mix, and we are going to put the lid back on this and let this simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes until that cheese melts. You do want to keep an eye on this, stirring occasionally. And voila, this is ready to be served. And this goes great with crackers, or you could even make some fried cornbread to go with this. This is a super easy, frugal recipe to feed your entire family. And they're gonna love it because this is absolutely scrumptious.